Hey guys, Scott and Nate from PlayYourCourt.com, and today Nate is going to show you how to hit the NADAL forehand. Alright guys, so today we're going to debunk a huge myth on the NADAL forehand and show you really how this thing works. This video is for players with a PlayYourCourt rating of 70 and up. If you're not in our community or familiar with our rating system, that is about the equivalent of a USTA 4.0. And Nate, because he looks more like Nadal than I do, is going to run the show here today. So Nate, take it away.
All right, guys, so what are we talking about with the NADAL forehand? We're talking about the biggest weapon in today's tennis game. Outside of the serve, I know a lot of you out there think the serve is the biggest weapon. It is. But as far as the ground strokes go, this forehand has revolutionized the way that people are now hitting their forehand. So to talk about how we're going to hit it is one thing, but I think more importantly, we're going to talk about how you're not going to hit it. One of the biggest mistakes that we see as tennis pros working with students and seeing recreational players playing is trying to emulate this forehand and doing it incorrectly. So if you've caught yourself trying to do the buggy whip and rolling over the same shoulder, you're just setting yourself up for disaster. We see more shoulder injuries, specifically labrum tears in the shoulder, that are now being indicated it's because of this new forehand that is causing this just absolutely catastrophic injury. So let's talk about what Nadal is actually doing. Nadal's forehand is like just about anybody else we see here on tours except for the finish, and that's where we talk about that famous lasso finish. So what Nadal's forehand is actually doing is extending out to the court and then simply working above with the loose wrist and coming around, hence the lasso, right? But what we've got to stop doing, or many of you out there are trying to emulate the buggy whip and coming over the same shoulder, right? So even on the professional level, we saw players, including Roger Federer, with deficiencies in this particular shot. A lot of the struggles that he was having with Novak Djokovic was because he did not have a buggy whip. If you think about Novak's biggest weapon, his backhand down the line, Roger on the running forehand didn't have the ability to get this buggy whip to get the ball up and down, creating a deep angle, a short angle, or the down the line. He was having to set his feet and would therefore hit the ball fairly short and would be stuck with Novak having control. So what we want you to do is at home is really be conscious of the follow through. We want you to finish this stroke, and when you feel that it's coming around, just let it go. This is more about having a loose wrist than it is getting it over on this side of the body. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about and we're going to show you when we use this ball. And it's going to be on a ball that's struck out wide when you're open stance, you're out on your right foot, and you're trying to leverage the ball and get that big spin on the outside, where we see Nadal hit that amazing banana shot around the post. This is why. He's creating this massive RPMs because of the lasso effect. Let's take a look at what this looks like now.
All right guys, so as we demo this again, make sure you pay attention. We're going to show you right versus wrong. Pay attention. The wrong version is that racket doesn't make it across my body. I just break and immediately go over my right shoulder. The correct version is I follow through and let my arm relax, which creates this lasso motion. So first, let's take a look at what wrong looks like. So what you'll notice as I do this wrong here is my racket just pulls up the back of the ball, and you'll notice doing this actually causes my weight to go back. So it's very hard if I do this incorrectly to actually transition my weight into the ball. Let's take a look now at what the correct version looks like. You'll notice my weight moves forward, my follow through and my racket path goes around my body, and then because my wrist is relaxed, lassos back around. Let's take a look now.
All right, guys, so I hope the demonstration helped. Many of you may have noticed, I mean, Scott plays with an Eastern grip, and he's still doing this buggy whip. So this isn't contingent upon having a Western grip, a semi-Western, or a Western. And this is the exact change that Federer made.
It's not specific to Nadal either. I think a lot of people notice it more on Nadal's stroke because it's so exaggerated, but most of the players on tour are doing some version of this in their game, relaxing that wrist on the follow through to get that extra racket head speed, right? I mean,
they have to. So guys out there, what we really want you to do is focus on swinging out to the ball, keeping the wrist relaxed, and allowing that lasso effect to happen. Some of you are probably doing it, you're not even completely unaware. And I think what happens, we have a lot of players that are trying to do it and you're muscling it. And the feedback I'll get is, My ball doesn't go anywhere. It's too short. Well, you're just getting the backside of the ball, and we have to go through the ball. You want to.
It makes sense too, especially when you start thinking about the lasso effect. Imagine trying to lasso with a tight arm like that. That wouldn't work, right?
Yeah.
You've got to relax to generate that racket head speed with the lasso.
That's good, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, do my best. All right, guys. Well, hopefully this helped. As you know, Nate and I here at Play Your Court, we just want to see you improve your tennis game. While this instruction is great for certain levels of player, if you're a beginner, certainly not going to teach you about the lasso on your forehand. So we need to learn a little bit more about what you've got going on. Click the button or the link below, answer some questions for Nate and I about your specific skill level. Then we can send you some custom video instruction based on the stuff that you've got going on. So click the button or the link below and we'll do the rest.